Here's an incredible video by I Love to Watch You Play, a platform founded by Emmy Award-winning sports journalist Asia Mape that highlights how kids feel when their parents watch their sporting events. These reactions are priceless.
Sometimes I get nervous when they yell and nobody else is yelling.
Sometimes it can embarrass me, like a lot.
I get a little tense when I have a certain score to get, and she's like, you gotta get that whatever score. And I'm like,
Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Nog. If you're a parent of a child or children who play sports and you're looking for evidence-based parenting techniques that can help you optimize supporting your kiddos through their growth and development as athletes, you're coming to the right place. We're going to be breaking down the 3 major concepts that can help you do this and accomplish it. Let's jump right into it.
I can hear them like cheering me on, and I'm like thinking in my head, just shut it, I'm trying to focus.
My mom yells in Spanish, like, go, go, go.
I get angry because it annoys me.
Kind of embarrassed. The other people were like, wow, that mom is like really wanting her kid to win.
I try to listen to them and then do what they say to like, so they don't start yelling again.
You just start screaming, Valentina, run faster, make a basket. But I just start going slower every time when she says that.
Mom, I wish you would be a little bit quieter.
The way we communicate with our kids in sport can either build their confidence or add significant pressure that hurts their game. And sometimes we might be doing things that might be counterproductive, hence what these kiddos are saying in this video. One evidence-based approach to offering in-game support suggests co-regulation, regulation between parent and child, co-regulation through modeling calm behavior and prioritizing emotional support over in-game instruction. The evidence shows children mirror the emotional states of their caregivers. Feldman 2007 demonstrated that parental affect regulation predicts a child's ability to downregulate stress in real time through neurobiological synchrony. When the parent is stressed for their child, for example, when they miss a shot or the referee makes a call, or if it's an end of game scenario, their child becomes more stressed if their parent figure is stressed as well. That's kind of what these kids are referring to in this video. When a parent models calm and composure during these tense moments, it signals safety to the child and can help stabilize their autonomic arousal. This favors an even keel approach and focuses the parent's attention more on controlling their own reactions and away from being reactive to their child's play or game flow. And it can't be emphasized enough that in-game instruction should be left to the coaches. This will become even more clear as we watch what these kiddos say when they speak on their preferences on how they wish their parents would act.
I prefer that my parents, if I play bad, don't say anything. And if I play well, it doesn't really matter if they compliment me on how I play. I just I don't know, I prefer my parents to, not talk as much.
I'm inside saying, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet.
I really want them to give me that much advice because then I might forget it all.
I don't like it when they try to push me even more, even though I'm trying really, really hard.
Coming from the coach's mouth is kind of better, I feel like, because your parents are there to support you and your coach is there to help you, you know?
My mom just says, use the backboard. You should use the backboard.
Sports psychology, coaching science, and parenting research supports a very specific way of offering advice, and it might be the opposite of what many parents think. Number one, first thing is understanding that timing matters. Post-game or even practice feedback is best delivered after emotions settle. So immediate feedback often feels like criticism. Instead, share a meal, decompress, then gently open with the topic that we're going to discuss. Number 2, use self-reflection first, aka guided autonomy. Encourage the child to analyze their performance before offering any input. This is grounded in the self-determination theory, which supports the child's autonomy and long-term motivation. For example, asking questions like, how did you think the game went? What do you think you did well? And follow that up with, what could have gone differently? Is there anything you feel like you could have done better? This allows them to self-reflect and process and then respond to your questions, and it allows them to introspect as opposed to receiving outward information from a parent figure. Now, once self-reflection has set in, this is where after that moment, a parent figure can ask for permission to give advice, aka implementing consent-based coaching. So children tend to respond better when they feel a sense of control. Asking before giving feedback preserves that agency and lowers defensiveness. After the introspection period, you can ask, would it be okay if I shared something I noticed? Or do you want any thoughts from me on that play? If they're open to the feedback and they say they're open to advice, that's when you can start giving your feedback. Typically, the sandwich approach works best. So for example, start with something they did well and then move into what you think could have been done better and end that with an encouraging message. The sandwich approach is basically put a bun here and put the beef in there, that's the feedback, and then another bun. So it's basically delivering the information without scolding them or without yelling at them, and doing it in a way that positively reinforces them. If they say no, respect that boundary and show unconditional support with statements like, I respect that, I'm here for you in any way that you need me. Giving them the power to ask you for advice when they want it. Now, lastly, reinforce a growth mindset and focus on the process, not the outcome. Research on the growth mindset shows that praising effort, strategies, and persistence, all of which are within a child's control over innate talent or game results, leads to greater resilience, motivation, and long-term performance. It goes back to what one of the kiddos was saying, commenting on something that was performance-based sometimes doesn't lead to good outcomes, whereas if we're talking about something like their effort or certain strategies they were taking or their persistence through something difficult, saying something like, I really liked how you stayed focused even after that mistake, instead of just saying, great job scoring, that's been shown to be more beneficial in terms of feedback. I'll also be linking all of these studies below so you can read them for yourself. If you guys are enjoying learning new inspiring medical science, please consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a huge thumbs up. It's a great zero-cost way to support the channel. Thank you. Telling your kids to try harder is a great way to motivate them, right?
Wait. What's going on? We're just trying to do this, but you want us to try harder?
Well, I am.
I'm not going into a game not trying my hardest. That'd be like messed up.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes when they try to get the ball in basketball, you kind of think in your head that they're kind of like gonna push you and you're gonna fall and hurt yourself.
They don't need to always be telling me what to do every minute of the game. They kind of just gotta let me play.
So if you're wanting to motivate your kids, there is some strong evidence that supports pre-performance emotional check-ins and post-game debriefs. These are powerful ways to support your child's mindset without adding additional pressure. Making a routine habit that before and after every game, we're designating a space where for 5 or more minutes, they can express anything that they're feeling, and the space should be a judgment-free and advice-free zone. And if you're looking for specific questions that might facilitate this, before games, asking open-ended, non-performance oriented questions like, how are you feeling about today? What's going through your mind before the game? Or is there anything you need from me before you start? Now, there's good evidence that shows children who are given a space to express pre-competition nerves feel more secure and are likely to perform better than those that don't get that space. So you're basically allowing them, rather than to internalize their nerves, to be able to express it, but to express it in a way that feels good to them, rather than forcing it out of them. Emotion coaching in post-game, also very powerful. After the game, instead of focusing on the outcome or the technique, cueing them by saying something like, let's initiate our post-game check-in. Is there anything big that you want to debrief on? Or questions like, what was the toughest moment for you? How are you feeling mentally? How are you feeling physically? What helped you stay focused when things got hard? What was your favorite moment? Was there anything frustrating or disappointing? And what did you learn about yourself today? In addition to this, learning to name specific feelings that they might have had during big moments. Something like, I saw that you had big feelings during that moment. What were you feeling and thinking about at that time? When they're able to name the feeling or name the emotion that they felt during a specific instance, that does help them identify with that same feeling or emotion in the future. I'm going to put a emotion wheel here that you guys can take a look at, and it basically just shows the main emotions and where they can stem from. This is a very awesome tool that you could use with your kiddos. Post-game, when they're open to it, it can help them process their emotions. These techniques enhance metacognition, which is basically thinking about thinking, or thinking about how they might be thinking during the game, and it helps a child develop adaptive emotion regulation strategies for future games. An additional bonus here is self-regulation techniques. They should be modeled by the parents first and then offered outside of in-game scenarios. So things like paced breathing, box breathing, or the 4-7-8 method. Those are methods that can help calm nervous system. So teaching your kids when to use those breathing techniques to calm themselves really creates good intrinsic tools for them to use during in-game. Another thing is brief cognitive reset routines or cues. Something like clap and reset. So you could say clap 3 times and reset. So it basically looks like, and then you reset. Now this could be useful in an in-game scenario where, say there's a call, kiddos fired up, if they look over at you in the sidelines, you could do something like, that cues to them that I'm gonna clap 3 times and I'm gonna reset. And basically that's another way of saying flush that down the toilet and we'll move on to the next step and we won't get too emotionally attached to it. These are great tools to be able to use in specific scenarios. That's it for the video today. Shout out to I Love to Watch You Play for filming this extremely raw footage of kiddos. I hope that you guys found this video somewhat useful. Let me know below what you thought about these kiddos, and of course let me know tools that you might use. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a huge thumbs up, and until next time, stay happy and healthy.
Mom and Dad.
Thank you for loving me.
I love
Be my supporter.
when I'm upset, my mom and dad cheer me up.
Sometimes I forget about all the work that they do for me.
Be my biggest fan.
We need to bottle up.
I want you to know
I need big hugs. I love the snacks you bring me.
it makes me happy when you always encourage me.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Please just be my mom and dad.
Yep.